Welcome to Wedding Day Podcast with your hosts, Sonja Babich, CEO of Iron Diamond Media, a leading wedding resource featuring 7 localized wedding brands across the country.
Hi everybody, Sonja here with Wedding Day Podcast. I'm actually sitting here with my team. So I have Alexis Sanabria, publisher of Oregon Wedding Day and Washington Wedding Day, California Wedding Day. And then I have Lauren, is it Mang? Yeah, Lauren Mang. And she is our new editor-in-chief of Oregon Wedding Day and Washington Wedding Day. But yeah, we want to just do this little coffee corner of a podcast just to really talk about the Oregon wedding community. As you know, there's 7 communities that we proudly serve and represent and educate and share all the things that are happening in each community for trends and highlighting all their successes too and the beautiful work that they do as well. But Lauren is local. She's here in Portland. And Alexis is actually, and Lauren was actually on the team prior to taking on this role. So it's like, welcome back.
Yeah.
And Alexis has been in this position 4 years, 3 years?
4 years, but in publishing for 15 years now.
Yeah.
Very long time.
Yeah, but you've been what the community has needed.
Yes.
And it's just been fun to see everybody fall in love with you and all those things. And I know they're gonna fall in love with Lauren.
That's how it's
So yeah, and again, they love the localness here.
Yeah.
So it's
It's
nice.
very important to have somebody present and on the boots on the ground, as we say.
Yeah, boots on the ground. You're good with your boots on the ground.
I am. I do my best, but there's nothing like having somebody like right here at home in Portland and in Oregon. So we're really excited to have Lauren on the team, and
Yeah.
it's been an exciting 9 months. How many months has it been now?
Since August. Mid-August. I started, yeah.
And Sabrina Noah's on the team too, and you're taking on the role of art director. So it's that would be super.
And she's also right here in Oregon in Lake Oswego. So yeah, it's feels like it's really coming together, like for this particular magazine. Like it's been just a journey to like get our footing here, and I feel like Lauren and Sabrina are just such great ads for us.
Yeah, and every time you come to Oregon, it's almost like you're peeling back the banana. It's just getting more beautiful and beautiful the more you get to know the state and of course the community.
Yeah, I mean, this last issue we went to Southern Oregon for the first time.
Yeah.
And that was so much fun. Not just to like highlight the area because we haven't done it before, but for us to experience it all together. I thought was really fun. We got to spend 4 days together. And that was just a great way for us to kind of meet and come together as a team.
Yeah. I think one of the big things I love about Oregon, because I've lived here for 10 years now, just the different terrains and landscapes and aesthetics that each region kind of has. And even if you think of the coast, like where we were in Southern Oregon, it's so different from like Astoria or, Tillamook or something like that. So it's just, I don't know, it's just such a fantastic place to live and be, and even to get married in, because you can find any place here, whether it's on the eastern side of the states or, wine country or the city or the mountains. Like, there's something for you.
There's such a beautiful variety here.
Yeah. Like from downtown to Lake Oswego and then to Willamette Valley. Like it's just so pretty. Like the Allison, we were just there for best of, and it's just another way of like looking through a different lens with this. Yeah, it's just so pretty. Yeah.
High Desert, I think, has got to be next on our list.
I know. I'm like dying to go.
So our fabulous Shay created some fun questions for us. So I'm picking up the phone. Just for our listeners from across the country and the world, because we actually have listeners in Great Britain. Sorry, that's linked up. What's the like score that it's Singapore? I'm like, why not? I knew. So thank you for tuning in. But first question for listeners who may be new, how would you best describe Oregon Wedding Day in a few words?
Oh my gosh. I guess I would say eclectic if I had to choose a word. I guess, you said a few, but I think that's the one that comes to mind. You got, very luxury, that winery focus, that kind of couple. And then you got, more like down home, like high desert vibes, it's runs the gamut. So I feel like it's just very eclectic, and the vendors are just so welcoming and can really kind of take on any couple, which they do all the time. And it's, I mean, I think that that's probably true in most markets, but here you can really see it because there's such a variety of
love stories.
Yeah.
I would say very Pacific Northwest rooted. You know, some of the real weddings we get in, they are traversing the muddy paths of the forests in their full length bridal gown, and they are fine with it. Like it's just very it's such a just a PNW thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I agree with your eclectic. I would also say we're refined, but not in a sucky way. So refined, but a very social.
Yeah. I
I
love that word approach.
Yeah, there's still a lot of refinement here. Like
Yeah.
it's not just people wanting to get their dress dirty on the
Yeah.
which is great. And then I also think that there's an element of like artfulness and quirkiness to everything that comes through into our pages.
If I had to throw in a word, I would say purposeful. It's just they love to have the purpose of like select, like being asked to be involved with this wedding. Like there has to be just that heartfelt like needing to connection. Yeah, be personable, but like that purposeful. Like I want this day to be absolutely a 10 for them. Fell in love with them. Their personalities are coming out from me being part of their day.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
But they like taught us a lot and we listen, and actually waterfalled a lot of it in the other brands, just because they are so purposeful and meaningful and personable and all the things. So I just love them. Okay, next question. Well, it confirms it's me. What makes the Oregon wedding market so unique compared to other regions?
Oh gosh.
Which we kind of talked about, but like
A little bit, yeah.
and we go off of the artfulness, even though like
The Pacific Northwest, I mean, it's just it's
its own thing.
Yeah, it's its own little micro, vibe. It's just got its own.
I feel like go with the flow a little bit more than the other markets.
Yeah.
Like with Summer Robbins coming on, like I don't like not like her coming into a wedding day. It's not going to be the what it's cookie cutter to be. Like she's like, let's do something more.
You've got to pivot in this market because you never know what Mother Nature is going to throw at you.
Very true. The weather, but you go to California versus here, like
wild.
Yeah. Minnesota is also wild.
Right.
You might throw that out there. We don't know rain, tornado, snowstorm.
Snowstorm.
Yeah. So how do you balance being both inspirational and practical for couples? I feel like this market is actually very honest.
Yeah, I would agree with that assessment. I think I think maybe that's more of an editorial question than for me. I think like my piece in that is making sure just that like we're actually working with people who can execute in this community. And so I think after that it's more like
I
on
think
the editorial.
I think first and foremost, we like to have gorgeous storytelling, right? So that's key. And then from there, we also want to have some, have it grounded in reality.
Yeah.
So some usable takeaways. We may be showing these aspirational weddings, these aspirational ideas, but there's some usable takeaways from it. So which vendors to use, smart planning insights that they can use. But then, our goal is always to have these couples who are reading our magazine to make competent, informed decisions, but then also have some spark of imagination and inspiration of what they could do.
I mean, we always try, I think, to bring an element of education, I think, into each issue. And I think that's really important. And a little bit of transparency on some of it. You have to say, like, this is a styled shoot. This is not a real wedding.
I think also the reality is like if you want this wedding, you need more than just 1 or 2 or 3 vendors.
Yes, 100%.
Like more vendors involved, the more love you're actually gonna feel on your wedding day too. But the details matter, but that's why we communicate that. Like the details do matter, which is the trend right now. Of being educational, inspirational, all the things, and us being the leader in it. Because us publishing the real weddings, but also the style shoots and then producing the articles, is also inspiring the community to keep up. Yeah. Because we can't be printing the same thing over and over again.
Keep wearing the goalposts, basically. Yeah.
Keep pushing the needle. Okay, next question. Face recognition. What goes into choosing which weddings are featured in the magazine?
So
bride or Lord, turn it up right
Turning the
now.
volume. Well, if you have cats in it, then it's obviously going to go. It's hard because we get so many amazing weddings.
Yeah.
And it's just like, they're all so beautiful in their own way. I think anything that feels authentic, that feels deeply personal, that there's some sort of personal element that really comes to life. And then also just anything that stands out as really different that I've not seen before.
A detail.
Yeah, like that just is like, oh my gosh, I would never want to do that.
Yeah.
We did have a real wedding. The bride, her flowers were stunning, but she clasped the bouquet together with a vintage gold bracelet that she loved. And I just thought that was such a pretty little detail. I was like, well, of course, like.
Well, let's be real. It has to have good photography.
Yeah.
I'm getting more emotional. And it has to be good photography because it has to be inspirational. But also, it is nice when the story is good.
Well, yeah. I mean, when I say
story
good photography, I mean, they have to capture the whole day for us to be able to.
And the details, right?
Yeah.
We don't want to do it yourself wedding, right?
Right.
We need as many wedding professionals because we want to highlight all their hard work.
Yeah.
But like when the story can actually connect with the beautiful photos and flows.
That's a nice crew line. Yeah. I will say that there were a couple weddings that I wrote about for this issue that may have brought, a little tear. So, great stories abound in this great issue.
Yeah, but photos do tell their story. And I know sometimes we say it's a pretty picture, but we do like content.
Yeah.
However, content now is unreal. Especially with AI ChatGPT. Okay. How far in advance are you planning each issue? Which is so funny, and I want you to say it, but it's kind of weird with tonight.
Yeah.
So tonight is our issue release party with our upcoming things, depending on when this comes on and being published. But like when we're having the party, we're also reminding them to submit for the next issue.
Yeah.
Which is like due in a week or two.
Yeah.
I kind of like so weird.
I've already started the early stages of planning for the fall winter 26. Yes,
We met you like a week ago.
a week ago.
Had a meeting to start planning.
Yeah, I think the real wedding deadline submission is February 15th. If I'm not mistaken. So there's still time to submit for real weddings by.
Yeah, but it's like I would say 6. Like if a new issue comes out, like think of like already the next issue.
Yeah.
And honestly, if you're just in the moment and you just got married, like real couples submit to you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Besides the wedding
It doesn't just have to be the vendors, please.
Yeah, I mean tonight we're unveiling a cover contest winner,
And the bride submitted.
the bride submitted the winner.
That's a strong cover.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah.
So good. But that's where, especially to our brides or couples, and when you're submitting your wedding, know if you're submitting or a pro is already submitting.
Yes.
That's
and making sure that you're including all the wedding professionals involved on your wedding day.
Yeah, I think one of the common ones that gets missed, which is really sort of crazy, is the dress or the tux designer. It often gets left off the submission form, and you're like,
Sometimes.
we need it.
Oh yeah, even the officiant sometimes has a common one too.
Yes.
So every single pro, that's involved on your wedding day, you key your wedding, because you might get the angry email, you forgot me, because they're also so excited that you're published.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a thing to celebrate. Because I'm going to tell you guys, I try to get published my wedding, and my team is listening. I'm like, how did my wedding not get published? It was so Minnesota Bride. Like, I was like, why? But anyways, long story, but it should have been. Okay, unlocking. I bet we have like 2 more questions. So let me see what we got here. What do you look for in vendor partnerships and collaborations?
Oh gosh, I mean, I feel like this is another great question for Lamar, but I'm gonna just throw it out there that we want to make sure, obviously, that we're working with the best people in the community, and that we're supporting the businesses that are also supporting us, because it's such a huge commitment to be, a part of Oregon Wedding Day. And we want to make sure that we're supporting them in all the ways that we can.
Yeah.
So I think from my perspective, that's one of the key elements.
That's a great perspective. I think for me, like a free flow of ideas. So I feel like everybody has great ideas to bring to the table. And, at our initial like meetings with people, I love to just be like, what are you thinking? And then let's all kind of chat about it. And then also, I mean, this is going to sound silly, but like kindness, like when you're on set, it can be kind of a stressful moment, and then you want to lead with kindness and support everyone. So I just think that's really important, to be honest.
This is when I'm like the two hats, right? So people forget like publishing and like when you're social media, like we are a business, right? And but also we know that if we don't have pretty editorial, nobody's gonna buy us or read us, right? So like I support like the beautiful like extra things that we need to do to make the issue shine and to buy, right? And use us as the tool with wedding planning and getting those ideas and inspirations. And then we also need our supporters, our neighbors, but usually those are the leaders in our community, right? So it is a win, no matter what. And also we need the young blood that comes up, because that young blood is like reminding those pros, like, keep up.
Right now we're in the middle of best of, and I feel like that's one of my favorite things about this time of year is like the nominations come in and we're like, oh my gosh, who's this? Florist we've never heard of before. And to see sort of those newer companies coming up and be working at elevating their business and reaching their clients. So
and that's the perk of like all the 7 brands working together, because one brand could be falling behind and we're like, hey, let's push this trend to LA. It made that fire that community too. So but it's this balance act, right? Because you want to be sexy, you want to be inspiring, flipping through those pages, but also you need to take care of the people that allow us to do this the other day. So well, I think this is a wrap, girls. I don't know. But if I had to say your favorite part of being in your role in like 1 or 2 sentences.
My favorite part, and I've said this for years, is helping other businesses make connections. So like I love making new friends in our communities. And then when I can help that new friend make a new friend in this industry, and those connections are so important. And that's my most favorite part of my job.
We're being immersed in creativity, and I just feel like there's no shortage of it at any point, and needing to write about it and tell those stories of people who are sharing their, even if they're not getting married and they're just a vendor, but sharing this huge, amazing accomplishments and celebrating love. Like it's great.
I should have asked this question because I know I have to answer it now. Mine is actually the post, like at the issue release parties, and then also running into real couples, but really seeing our clients and our communities being proud of the issue when it comes out. That's like my wedding day hug, because I used to be a wedding professional, so like that's my wedding day hug is at these parties and our team being proud too. And then the real couples, just like when they hear that what we do for a living, they light up and they're like, that is so cool. And that we're a tool part of their wedding day. Like that fills me up. I love it. So well, that's a wrap, ladies. Well, thanks for tuning in to Wedding Day Podcast. We'll do more of these coffee corners with the Iron Diamond team, the Or Your Wedding Day team, and stuff like that. So see ya. Bye. Bye.